Okay, your workout area. To start with, you're going to want a punching target. This is the Century Sparring Bob. Bob has the body targets to aim for. It's got the eye, nose, chin, ear, jaw, diaphragm, ribs, and that's good for your hand-eye coordination. Another nice thing about Bob is that you can adjust the height. Right now he's 6 foot tall. I can take him up to over 6 foot 4 inches tall or down to 5 foot tall, so you can adjust the height. Okay? He's got good stability because the base is full of water. Okay, you can't knock it over by punching it or kicking it. Okay, let's talk about the base. When you get these units, they come with directions on how to fill them with water, but basically you fill it with water up to here. Once you do that, it becomes heavy and you can't move it and you can't knock it over. Okay, but that same feature makes it portable. I'll show you how this child-size Wavemaster works. Now the Wavemaster and Bob work on the same principle. They got a base with a column, and the wide part of the base you fill it with water, and once you do that it becomes heavy and you can't move it and you can't knock it over. Okay, but that same feature makes it portable. Now I had tilted this over and let the water out to show you how easy it is to move. Okay, once you let the water out of these things, they're just empty and you can pick them right up and take them with you. Okay, so it's a nice feature that makes them portable. Now I said this is a child-size Wavemaster. Wavemasters come full-size as well, with the same base as Bob, but they got a wider tube and they can go up just as high as Bob does. And then, in which case they simulate a heavy bag. Now they're all floor standing units, which is nice. You don't have to worry about hanging them. They work in an area where you might have a low ceiling. Like I used Wavemasters in my basement. That's what I started with because I didn't have enough height in my basement to use a heavy bag, so the Wavemasters worked fine for me. And that's how I did the workout the first couple of years. Considering the cost, this version of Bob is the skinnier, smaller version. He goes between $200 to $300. There's a wider version of Bob, it's bigger, same height, and he goes between $300 to $400. Okay, and you can get a full-size Wavemaster for around $100. Okay, they're all good units, and like I said, I started out with Wavemasters. Another kind of target to use are the heavy bags. Okay, in my school here, I have 3 of them hanging, and I have them at various heights. And I like using a heavy bag. I've probably done this workout more on heavy bags than I have on Bob. But there's 4 things to consider if you're going to use a heavy bag. Okay, number 1 is, do you have enough ceiling height to hang a heavy bag? As I said, in my basement, I didn't. From the top of the bag to the ceiling, you need at least 2 feet. And keep in mind, you want the top of the bag to be above your head, maybe 3 inches. So from that elevation to the ceiling, do you have a 2-foot space for the chains or straps that the bag hangs from? Okay. The second thing is, do you know how to attach into the ceiling joist or ceiling structure above? Because the bag has weight to it. You're going to have to know how to attach into a secure spot in the ceiling. The other things to consider are down at the bottom of the bag. Come over here. The bottom of the bag has to have a strap on it. Not all bags do. Because you want to tie a stretch cord from the strap to the floor. Alright, so that the bag comes back to you in a controlled fashion. Right, so you need that strap on the bottom of the bag. Then the 4th thing is, can you attach a ring to the floor to tie that stretch cord to? Now the stretch cord, that's easy to get. They sell them in hardware stores, by the foot. That's a very easy thing to do. So a heavy bag, I like them, but there's 4 things to consider. Do you have enough ceiling height? Do you know how to attach them to the ceiling? Is there a strap in the bottom of the bag? And can you attach a ring to the floor below the bag? All right. Now, a bag will average about $100. The bag behind me, that went about $120, $130. I seen a small bag at Kmart. It had a strap in the bottom. It had the hanging straps for above the bag, and that was around $70. Okay. All right. The next thing to consider is the floor surface. if you're into martial arts, you're probably used to doing workouts in your bare feet. But you may not want to go around your bare feet in your garage or basement. In which case I recommend these floor panels that you can interlock together. You'll see these things are common today. These floor panels, they buy them in a pack, they interlock. One pack of these will give you a big enough floor area to do the workout, so they're awful convenient, they don't cost a lot, all right? And they give you that padded floor surface. In my garage, where I had my heavy bag, I just wore an old pair of sneakers, and that's how I did the workout there for quite a while when I had a workout bag or heavy bag in my garage, and that worked fine for me.